Hello friends, welcome back. So in this step we will enable the discovery client on our configuration conversion service, right? So how we will do that? Let's go to the currency conversion service. So we have already setting up the Netflix Eureka naming server and it's running, right? So if you get, it's already running, right? But no instance are registered with Eureka, right? So let's see, register the our microservices one by one with Eureka server, right? So how will you do this? Go to the currency conversion service, okay, and go to the main file. Where is the main file? Yeah, this is the main file, okay, and here you will have to enable the discovery client, right? So this is the discovery client. So annotation enable discovery client, right? That's it. Okay, save. Then go to the pom.xml. Pom.xml. Here we will have to also add the dependency, right? Spring Boot starter Eureka, right? So how you can do this? You can go to the Maven repository here. Generally I go here, Maven repository.com. Yeah, search here Spring Cloud starter, or you can just say starter Eureka, right? Spring Cloud starter Eureka. Click this, okay, and go to the latest version 1.7. Copy this, Control C, go to the pom.xml, and here you can paste the dependency, right? Spring Cloud starter Eureka. This is required for the client microservices, right? So save this. It's getting downloaded, right? So it's the first time the download the dependency jar file are getting downloaded, right? Yeah, it downloaded, right? So now we have a Spring Cloud starter config jar file in our dependency file, right? What next? Go to the properties file of currency conversion service. Go, yeah, application.properties. Come here. See here earlier using the ribbon we were manually providing the IP on and the host on which and the port basically on the which the service was running, right? So in the case of the Eureka, we don't need to do all these things, right? So what we need to do instead, okay, we just need to mention the where the Eureka server are running, okay. So it's running on the port. What is the port we are given? Yeah, so it's running on this, right? Control C, go to the code. So it's running on localhost this. Let's say put Eureka, right? And the property is where it need to assign is Eureka dot client dot Eureka dot client dot service hyphen URL dot default hyphen zone, right, is equal to this. Fine. Control S. So Eureka client service URL default zone, right? So this is the path where our Eureka server is running. So the conversion service will come to know like where is the Eureka server, okay, from where it needs to fetch the information, where it needs to do the discovery registration, right, for the discovery, right? So what is the property? Eureka dot client dot service hyphen URL dot default hyphen zone, right? So that's all. So only 3 steps need to do on the client microservices. What is first? In the main Java file you need to use the annotation enable discovery client to enable the discovery client to get registered with Eureka naming server and to get for the service discovery. And second is adding the Eureka dependency Spring Cloud starter Eureka dependency in the pom.xml. And third, in a properties file, okay, of the microservices, you need to indicate like where the Eureka server are running, what is the default zone, right? So that's it. So let's close this, let's terminate this all. Okay, so I hope all the instances are closed. Okay, and currently if you go there, I have closed all, so Eureka should be also down. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's correctly down, right? So we'll first start the Eureka naming server here, right? Eureka naming server, but before that, let's start. Where is Eureka naming server? Yeah, Netflix Eureka naming server. It's getting restarted. Let's see. It's getting started. Application task executor came. Okay, so registering application Netflix Eureka naming server with Eureka with startup up. Yeah, it got started, right? So if you go there and see, Eureka server should be up. Yeah, up, right? So no instance available, correct. So we have not started any instance. Okay, so we have made the configuration, we have enabled the discovery client on our which exchange conversion service, right? So where is our exchange conversion service? Currency conversion application, right? So let's start this. So let it start. It's getting started. Unable to start live load server, that is fine. Okay, initialized Eureka. Yeah, see, that's important, right? So registering application with Netflix naming server with Eureka with the status of. So this is the Eureka naming server. We need to go to the log of our currency conversion service, right? So this is the currency conversion application, right? This is right. So if you see here in the log, okay, it's saying discovery client currency conversion service desktop this registration. Come right. Okay, so if you come right, registering service, see, this is coming discovery client currency conversion service 8100, which is running on the port registering service, right? Tomcat started on port discovery client currency conversion service registering status 204. 204 means is getting registered with no response, that is fine, right? Getting all instances registry info from the Eureka server, the response status is 200, that is fine. Okay, so let's go there. Okay, in the Eureka server, and let's refresh this and let's see in this instance currently registered with Eureka section what are the changes come. So let's refresh this. See, after refreshing, it's coming currency conversion service. The application are registered with Eureka, and from which port? 8100, right? It's up and running, right? You got it? So currently the Spring Eureka server is having the information of the microservices currency conversion service. So only one instance are running up which are registered with Eureka. So this is how you will be configuring the discovery client on that client microservices. So only you need to follow the 3 steps. You will have to enable the discovery client using the annotation enable discovery client. You will have to add the dependency in a pom.xml Spring Cloud Starter Eureka, and third, you will have to tell like where the Eureka server are running. So you will have to use the properties file, right? So you will have to use the properties file and we'll have to tell, right? So this is not required now. So if you as this is not required, right? So already Eureka is taking care, correct? So this is all about this step. If you have your time, see you in the next step. Bye bye.